Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what time it is?
Boom shakalaka! Yes,
Hey!
it's us again, and it's Friday again.
Yes, and it's just, oh, what a Friday. I
It's a
don't know.
glorious Friday, but we don't know what's going on. Do we have a president yet?
As far as I know, we don't.
We don't. I
Not
think
yet.
the jury is still out. And
Yeah.
welcome to Ms. Rocki and Chaeevah Live, because even on the North End, we don't know what's going on with the presidency.
But still, there's always something good going on here and in this anywhere else in the Cedar Valley, right?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And we want you to chime in. Let us know if you're watching, and if you know something we don't know yet. Because actually, I've been afraid to look, Chaeevah, to see if we even know. So let us
Yeah.
know what the score is. If it looks like Biden is ahead or not, or if Trump is
It
ahead.
says score. You make it sound like a game,
It
like
is.
a football game or
It
something.
seems like that, a reality television, and it's scary.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so welcome, and we're so glad that you're watching with us. And like we said, if you're here, holler at us. We love to hear from you.
Yep. And it's always good to, whatever's going on, count the blessings. How about this day? How about the weather?
Yes, the weather is glorious. Here we
Yeah.
are sitting in the backyard.
Yeah. So,
And
Psych.
right, actually, it looks like we're there, but we're actually here at the Waterloo Public Access Studio.
yes.
So,
yes.
and they have a great backdrop for us, which kind of makes us feel like we're basking in the sun,
Yeah.
like maybe you are.
Yep.
We got a great guest today.
Yes, we absolutely do. We have Mr. Ryan Stevenson, and looking forward to talking to him. Social activist, political organizer, and hometown man. So, yeah.
Right, and he's actually taken on some great positions in the marches and protests.
Yes.
And he's a very visible force on some of the websites that we frequent sometimes. So we're excited to talk to him today.
Yes, yes.
But first, we have another one of Margot's Waterloo Proud History Moments.
Oh, yes,
And
we do.
Chaeevah, this is such a great new addition to our show, now that we're kind of giving you a little bit of Waterloo history every Friday. So you get
Yeah.
to learn something about people that have gone on before us and paved a way. So what's our question today?
Okay, today's question. Everybody loves the get-togethers that go on in Ferguson Fields Park, right?
Right, I
But-
like that competition at the drill teams.
But do you know who the park is named for? That's our question.
Right, and we're going to
Yes.
give you a hint. Oh, look at the graphic Agnes created in just that short
Awesome.
time.
Yes,
We're going to
okay.
give you a hint. One was a doctor, and the others were a married couple of attorneys, and they were the first black attorneys in Waterloo.
Yep.
So these are some great hints for you. And today, if you answer the question correctly, the winner is going to get one of Chaeevah's art prints. So make sure that you go ahead and chime in on that. And I don't know, do they get to pick their own art print?
Well, I guess if they see me, they get to pick their own art print.
Or did you have one in mind that you're giving away today?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
anyway,
see.
answer the question. You're not going to know until you do. Okay, so we will be live on Wednesday, Veterans Day, and we want to thank all the veterans in advance for your duty to our country. Make sure you watch us Wednesday morning live with Yolando Lovelace and also Chiquita Lovelace.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a
It's always
powerful-
great to talk to them about Veterans Affairs, because if anybody knows what's going on and the advocacy and everything, it's those two.
Right,
Yeah.
and watch our wall for any ceremonies or anything that we might be sharing in honor of veterans, because they're very important to us.
Okay, and we also want to talk about something that's new that's happening. Royal Legacy Christian Academy is presenting High Five Fridays. That's every Friday. You can give the students a high five by donating $5 or more. You don't have to stop at 5,
Don't
right?
stop at 5.
Yeah, in support of the school and the great programs that they offer, such as their Spanish immersion. And you can send donations to rlcawaterloo.org/support. That's for PayPal. Or to $RLCA Waterloo. That's the Cash App.
Yes, and please give and check out the video that Chastity made, and we shared that on our wall as well. And she just kind of goes through the class. Actually, there's a class that she listens in on and has her daughter speak some Spanish,
Yes.
and it's very impressive. So
Yeah, because she was speaking to her all in English, and Violet was responding all in Spanish.
I know.
That's
It was
kinda
so
neat,
sweet.
yeah.
And there's a little clip there Agnes has. Thank you, Agnes. Yeah, and actually you get to see the school if you just look at that clip and get a glimpse of their classes. All right, like we said, we got Ryan Stevenson coming up here real soon, and we can't wait to talk with him. But we want to remind everyone that there's still a pandemic out there.
Oh, yes.
And we are being very safe and taking this all very seriously. Our numbers are going up, Chaeevah.
Yeah, sad but true. And so that means we can't get weary as far as how we conduct ourselves, and, because can't get caught slipping.
No, we don't want to do that. Also, tonight, India's Friday runway. Hey, we got Nia.
Yes, Nia Shindig. Our guest last week was Ben Smith from Iodine. This week, Nia is going to be sharing some of her light gear.
Right, light gear and apparel, right?
Yes.
She has a couple of models, and we're going to talk to her about what she's planning on doing. Her Be Light show. I think she has a show that she does at the studio there.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to Nia, get caught up with her. We always love it when she's around. All right.
Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention, the North End Arts and Music Fest
Oh, yeah.
is going to be presenting a digital performance series.
Right.
Yes.
Check that out. Look at Agnes has a little clip there. Today there was a lady named Ames.
I
Did
think
you
so.
see her? She was playing
Yes.
the guitar, and she really sounded good. The first song was real heartfelt, hearty, kind of soulful, nice beat. I just enjoyed what I could watch of it. So
that's something to look forward to every Friday for the next few months.
right. And our producer Agnes said that the media part of it was off the chain.
Yes,
That's
the
a quote.
production quality and stuff.
Right, the
Yes.
production quality was
Yes.
just beautiful, she says, and that's a compliment
All
because
right,
she
there
knows
she
what she's
is.
talking about.
Ames.
Yeah, Ames. Check her out on our North End Update wall. Okay, we had a last time. Well, we're going to introduce Ryan right now. I think it's about that time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, tell us all about him, Chaeevah.
Well, our guest this week, Ryan Stevenson. I'm sure this is someone you've seen or heard about. He was named one of Waterloo's 20 under 40. He is a social justice advocate, a political organizer for Abby Finkenauer, former
Your mic is
organizer for
right
Cory
there.
Booker, and he is part of the change we want to see. Thank you, Ryan, for
Exactly.
joining us.
Exactly. Thank you, Ryan.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's so good to see you actually
Good to
in
see you
person.
as well.
And you know how we do. We're just a little in another generation. You probably didn't notice, but you know how we do.
No,
I
I
got
didn't
say, who
notice
your
at all.
people? I see Miss Merriweather is
Yeah,
your grandmother. So, who's your mom?
So my mom is Gwinnett Harmon,
Okay.
and then my dad is Roy Stevenson.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
So
Well, now-
I'm his youngest son. So.
Okay, well, great. I know your people.
Yeah.
you know,
Yep,
being
I've been in
proud.
Waterloo long enough to know that's how you know who your people.
Yeah,
And you want
absolutely.
to
Your
know that, so
family,
that's
right.
Absolutely.
Well,
Great
we're
to meet you.
certainly
Yes.
glad to have you today. We do a little segment called Give It Air, and we like to get you kind of warmed up
All right.
with this Give It Air because exposure sometimes is the best disinfectant. And what we found out is that some things about our Waterloo, about history, Black history in general, has been overlooked because it is so hard to say, hard to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So we give air to some things that are hard to talk about, and we try to do it in a matter-of-fact way. Because,
Okay.
a lot of times we get emotional and
Yeah.
say, get mad about stuff.
That's my preference. So.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
And so, Chaeevah, talk to him about what our Give It Air subject is today.
Well, actually, it has to do with the folks
Oh, yeah.
that who shall remain nameless because y'all supposed to be guessing who it is.
Uh-huh.
But they were instrumental
Have a seat
in
over there.
having
Thank you.
they were instrumental in having signs in Waterloo, Iowa removed that said Negro patrons not solicited
Right.
from the businesses here.
And Ryan, my dad, I'm the 5th generation of black people here in Waterloo, so we've been here for a long time. And I always thought it was quite amazing that my dad went to school with white people in the 1930s. So the schools have always been integrated. So I've always think, Waterloo is just ahead of its time. So when the sign in the window said Negro patrons not solicited, that was Iowa nice way to say white only.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just use a whole lot of words to get to that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saying the
Right.
same thing as the people down south were saying.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So yeah, it was just something that I really had to kind of give air because I wanted to give Iowa the benefit of the doubt because of our integration, but it didn't come easy.
Yeah.
I'm sure your grandmother might have.
Absolutely. I mean, we talk about it a lot. So, I've heard a lot of stories. I've had the opportunity to learn a lot from her. I think even now, we there's ways that people are going about, continuing to be Iowa nice, right? But letting it be
Yeah.
known where they stand when it
Yes.
comes to certain things, right?
Yes.
So I think that's still an issue, right? But now we just in an era where what they call it politically correct, right? So there's other ways that they go about making those type of statements. So.
Sure, yeah. You can always tell when you're wanted or not wanted in an establishment, or like my dad always said, even a dog know when he's being mistreated.
Absolutely.
You can feel it. You can
Yes.
tell when you're not welcome. So, but now I think things are much better, obviously.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we just wanted to give that a little bit of air about how it was Iowa nice. No Negro patrons not solicited.
Yeah, I'm like, that's those words just cracked me up when I
Yeah.
heard that.
Right.
Not solicited.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting. I didn't know that either. So.
Yeah, well, good. We're glad we could shed a little light on that and give that some air. Chaeevah.
Yes, absolutely, because like you said, that exposure is the best disinfectant.
Exactly.
Air it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got birthday people. When's your birthday, Ryan?
September 24th.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm sure we hollered at you.
Yeah,
when it
y'all
was
did.
your
I
birthday.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want to remind our birthday people, keep watching because we heard Ryan can really sing well. Yeah?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, we're
I'll
gonna
need
give
to
you-
warm up my voice a little bit.
Okay,
So.
we're going to give you a chance. Okay. We had a great show last week with Emma Stouffer. Did you happen to catch our show?
No, I didn't. I've been pretty busy.
That's
so.
no excuse.
I know, but by the time I get home and settle down, it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like wine then bedtime, right? So,
Okay. Well, we had a young lady that was talking about cemeteries and
Oh, really?
segregation even after death. So we kind of had a great enlightening show about that, and it was really nice. Emma was a sweetheart. Just great to meet her.
yeah.
Yes, and I just happened to be the daughter of our production guy, Ed.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch it then.
Yeah. You will. All right. So, what else, Chaeevah?
Well,
We're
we need to
going
shout folks out, right? We want to
Yes.
shout out our crew at WCTV, Ed, Agnes. We shouting out Zion too, though. I think he left to go to the National Guard.
Okay. You
Last
know Lori
week.
Dale?
Mm-hmm.
And her son Zion is enlisted in the
Oh, I didn't know
National
that.
Guard.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We also want to shout out Kendra Wollert at Ragged Edge Art Bar and Gallery in Cedar Falls. If you haven't been there, you should arrange to go there. She's got some beautiful things there. It's a nice atmosphere for.
I've seen some of your work there.
Thank you.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been getting a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah.
And
It's a nice place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is beautiful.
See, I haven't been there yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, is that by appointment only, or?
Well, she said that's kind of the best way to do it in these times. I mean, you know, you have your group of people that you might feel comfortable to be with, and she'll arrange blocks of time for you to be there with them. You
Okay, because
you
of
can order
COVID.
cocktails, look at the art, check out stuff, and just have nice conversations. One of those chill kind of places.
Cool. Ed, do we have any comments? No? Okay. All right. We want to talk to you about that election. I mean,
Very interesting.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. I know Abby Finkenhauer lost her position.
Uh-huh.
And Dan Trelka didn't win the sheriff.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a very interesting Tuesday, and as we see it continue to play out with the votes with the presidential race, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty interesting. So actually, I worked on the Congresswoman on her congressional staff. So we didn't do any campaign stuff. We kept it separate, right? It's just doing stuff, helping people with, navigating different government agencies and stuff and helping them like that. But I worked on her 2018 campaign, so that originally got her elected. So it was tough seeing her lose, because, she works hard,
Yeah.
So while that was sad, it was good to I shouldn't even be smiling and
That's
laughing.
okay.
about this.
It's okay,
I was,
honey.
we
We understand.
um,
I know
like,
you did have a rift with. I don't know. Was it a rift? I think I heard about you. Some got unfriended with.
Oh.
I mean, I hate to be.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Okay.
Because and this is, there's a lot of people that think he's a good person,
Oh,
right?
sure,
And I don't
sure.
know him. The few times that I've run into him, like, it was nice and cordial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as a person, he might be a good person, right? But I think as a police chief, the type of department that he ran was very problematic for me, right? So when we talking about him becoming a sheriff, right? Even me, there's some things that people might like me personally, but that doesn't mean that I should run something,
There you
right?
go.
Run some type of structure just because you like me as an individual. I think. But that's something that you kind of have to go through in local politics, right? Because a lot of people tend to vote for their friends, right? If I know you or have a personal interaction with you, I'm like, oh, you're a good guy, or a good woman, I'll vote for you, right?
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because a lot of people who at times kind of took a position of being sort of, or whatever, oh, well, it doesn't make any difference who you vote for and stuff like that. That's not true.
No.
It's the local level. That's where you see the kind of changes that you want to see, the ones that are going to affect your
Absolutely.
your life.
And we shouldn't be basing especially locally, we shouldn't be basing it off friendships, right?
Right,
It should be
right,
based
right.
off who's going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think he was the chief for what, 10 years? I think. Or was it longer? It was a nice amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
I don't think in that amount of time that he showed us, he had especially the interest of the black community at heart. So
Okay,
Boom.
well, I
There it
love
is.
to hear your perspective, and we know that there are others, like you said, that feel a different way.
Yeah.
But we wanted to just give that some air for.
Oh
a minute,
yeah, I mean that's cool.
okay?
I mean it ain't no hard feelings, right? But it's
Exactly,
about
no.
how I feel like
He's-
especially when the state of the country right now,
Sure.
right?
Absolutely.
And we all know the statistics of the makeup of that jail, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And and it's something people don't want to talk about, the role that the police department play in putting those people in the jail, right? So I don't think there was no evidence or no reason to believe that he would do anything different that would work out for our people. So
Thank you.
Okay.
And what had been done before, absolutely.
So we got some things. We're going to get back to that, not just that in particular. And I know every time I hear Dan Trelka talk, he's always about dignity and respect. And I think we've respectfully discussed that enough. And we're going to move along.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
subscribe to the
Look at him playing.
Soul Town?
The Soul Town.
actually, I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay, well, we
Yeah,
got
but
to tell you, you missing it.
Yeah.
But you have heard of the Soul Town,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so then we're doing our job. We're getting the word out there
Yes.
about the Soul Town. As you can see on the screen, just a very beautiful production piece, period. Whether you're looking at the, the handheld, this one, the print edition, or the digital. There's so many different articles and things to check out. That's just well worth the time, and just also the fact that someone you know.
Cherie Kabah.
Yes.
And you know, just like our show has been voted the best Facebook show
Oh, really?
in the world,
Wow.
the Soul Town is the same thing,
Wow.
only in magazine form. And
How did I
there's-
get so lucky to get invited there?
Well, I know.
Wow.
You've made it now, see?
Absolutely. I better find an agent or something now. Yeah.
So you need to get your copy, and you can do that by going to thesoultown.com, and you can
Yes.
watch this show on there by pressing play on the virtual
Yep,
edition.
there we are.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we got some questions for you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ryan.
Where did I start?
I
don't
know. Where are you born and raised
Yeah, I was
here?
born and raised here. I started at East High, then I went to Columbus for a little bit, and my senior year of high school, I ended up getting incarcerated. I came home, started at UNI, and then my senior year at UNI, I ended up getting incarcerated again. So I have 2 children. Since I've been home, I finished my degree, and then I've been I went to UNI for political communication. So since then, I just been working in politics, working my way up the ladder, and yeah.
Wow, I am so impressed.
What is it that actually got you interested in politics?
So just learning that's where change happens at, right? Thinking about what my role will be in impacting the community, and I know that that's where the power is, right? So. And I like the competitiveness of it, right?
Okay.
It's fast paced, all those things that it's a variety of things, right? But in this moment, though, the things that not only need to happen for our community and our people, right? I feel like this is the lane. Like we all have a role to play, right, to make the world and the community a better place, and I feel like this is my lane as far as through policy and advocacy and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we saw a quote from you, and when it pertains to this election on November 4th, it says, "We will all wake up black in America."
Oh, absolutely.
We saw that quote.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Talk about some strategies that you think black people should be pursuing post-election, no matter who wins.
I mean,
we're thinking Biden, right? I don't know. We
yeah,
haven't
I mean
heard.
every all signs pointing towards Biden, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And especially right now, right? All signs pointing toward it wouldn't be Biden without black people, right? So I think
Right.
that there's a lot of things that affect our community that absolutely need to be addressed immediately, right?
Yes.
I think it's historic that we'll have a black woman as the vice president, right? And I think that him especially listening to her lived experience is a start, right? And then moving forward on policies and initiatives, right, that will improve and strengthen our community. So I think that right now, it's safe to say they kind of indebted, right? Like without Philadelphia, looks like Philadelphia,
Yeah.
Detroit,
Yeah.
Atlanta. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? These
Chocolate
are we
cities.
know these are all chocolate cities,
Right.
right? And when they in politics, you're able to break down the data all the way down to a precinct, right? And we see where these precincts are. We know
Right.
where they are historically, but we also know the mistreatment that them precincts have had historically as well, right? So it should have been happened, but now more than ever, right? It's like,
Yes. Yes, indeed. And historically, this is the biggest vote ever. I mean,
Absolutely.
the biggest number of people of all races and cultures
Absolutely.
to come out because
Yeah.
it meant so much and was really disturbing for me to know that so many, 50% almost of the country was voting for Trump. And I'm like, if you're, it's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
So it's a scary world. And I always said that I felt like back when Obama was running, it was like a good and evil thing, and I just felt that Biden is the good choice with the Democratic views, and everybody worked together, and the other was not. I mean, if you want to talk economy and money, then okay, I see you, but But when you want to talk humanity and healing, I think it's
Yeah.
got to be inclusive.
And the bottom
so.
line is no matter who makes it to the Oval Office next, the work is not over. There's still so
Right.
many things that need to be done, things that need to be addressed. And so, yeah, it's not,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I think, yes, Chaeevah and I are both trying to be more mindful of our time because we run over
Yeah.
sometimes because the
Oh, yeah?
subjects get
Yeah,
so
I
good.
understand. I
You know.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's time for that solo you promised.
Man, I don't know if
So
y'all
you,
want to.
you do sing in church, right? I think.
Oh, no.
No? None of
no.
that? Okay. Well, we sing
I mean, when I didn't have a choice as a kid, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Mama made you stand up there.
Absolutely.
And stand up straight.
Little Lambs of Faith was the name of the kids' choir.
Okay,
Yeah.
we gonna
Sounds real
pull up the
sweet.
little lambs back up
Okay.
again. Okay, we want to sing happy birthday to Chandra Holmes, Dr. Chandra
Yes, Dr.
Holmes.
Chandra Holmes.
Breon Martin, my son-in-law, and Ronald Fink, and get well, Ron.
Yes.
Rush Cleveland, Daryl Rick Coleman, Alvin Wright.
Okay, happy birthday to Sharon C. Silva, Leah Clark, Carson Morrissey, happy birthday. Cynthia Golden, Alan Robinson, and Dara Berry. Happy birthday, y'all.
Right, and it's such a perfect time to sing happy birthday.
Are we going to do it together, right?
Right.
Oh,
we sing to Stevie. We're both looking at you. It's all on you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sing the Stevie Wonder version, Chaeevah. And I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right. Hey, everybody. You birthday people. Oh, did you hear his voice?
I know. See, we just sing a little bit and sing loud, and then that way, yeah, we just
Right.
power on through it, right?
Right. See, we know we can't sing good.
Yeah.
So we sing loud.
Yeah.
But you were just the perfect
Thank you.
platform for us. Thank you. That bass line, I like
There
that.
you go.
All right. Well, I think we've had another great show.
Yes, absolutely. A beautiful Friday. Get out there and enjoy it because,
Absolutely.
man, I just can't believe how fortunate we are having in the 70s in Iowa in November. So
Exactly. But it won't be for long. So
Yeah.
enjoy
No.
it all today.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't speak on it then.
Right.
Next week it'll be
Yeah.
25. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
We already said
yeah,
it.
we did. We're going to enjoy it while we can.
that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Ryan, we want to encourage you to keep doing more of what makes you awesome
Thank you.
because you make us all look good.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
See you next time.